Chapter 6. So this is a excerpt from The War in Heaven, Act 14, Scene 2, lines 14 to 15. We have Nepreth, and we have Vishani. Tomorrow, my Faerun, we join our enemies in the dance of war. A true soldier does not merely step with his enemy, brilliant Vishani. He calls the dance and sets the beat, and tomorrow we shall strike up a rhythm such as the foe cannot resist. Planetfall awaits, my subjects. Cool captains, raise the banners, and put steel in your hearts. We're with Orican. He's on a ship called the Ghost Ark. He's having a grand old time, he's just flying through space. And he's going to this planet. This is the planet from the start of the book that Trazeen went to and stole the gem from. So his ship is called the Ghost Ark. There are other immortals with him, these other guys on the ship, and the door to space is open. There isn't really a door, it's all just sort of open, but they're machines, so it doesn't affect them, and they're sort of covered in ice and they're a bit shiny, which is quite cute. The Ark pushed through the atmosphere, leaving a trail of fire, and Ori held his hand out into the hot glow. From matter to energy and back again. We should all be so fortunate one day. He didn't care what lived on the planet, only that he could kill it to get to the target. The guy at the back of the ship is a pilot. There is nothing strange about him. So the Eldar Exodites call this planet Sepharil, which we learnt in chapter 1 of the book. But it was a Necron world before that, hiding the Sephiris tomb complex. The Necrons called this planet Sephril. Not Sephril, Sephiris. The Eldar call it Sephril. Goddamn. The Stasis Mausoleum of Nepreth the Untouched. He had to fly. There was no dolmen or webway gates. The Eldar had destroyed the webway gates. Webway gates? Wow. The webway gates when She Who Thirsts was born to protect this planet. The chronometer was scheduled to open in 2 hours. Ori had sent a warning to the Exodites in advance, but he still expected resistance. And like I said, this was the planet Trazeen had gone to at the start of the book for the World Soul. They go towards an archipelago. This is him and his crew. He brought lots of arcs with him, including the Tainted. They start taking fire from the beach. This is the beach. There are Exodites in the woodline. Him and his boys dive into the water and slowly come out onto the beach, firing their Gauss blasters into the tree line. Pew, 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 pew. And the Exodites come out and they're like, "Hey, get off our land! What are you doing here? Why are you here?" Rah! And they have little dinosaur guys and they have little normal guys and everything. The Necrons flooded out of his ship shooting. He enjoyed watching the Eldar fight. They looked like graceful birds because of the colourful feathers in their hair. They don't have hair. Because of the colourful feathers in their helmets. 16 minutes left. He summoned 2 arcs of boys to take him closer to the target. So this is him on his arc. 10 minutes left. They almost crash into a brachiosaur. The landscape was lots of rows of volcanic mountains. He was worried the Mysterious was leading them to a structure that didn't exist anymore. There were 8 minutes left. Pterosaur riders appeared. Look at all those pterosaurs. They do shoot them and they do kill them all. But Orican makes note of the pilot, making dumb jokes. He doesn't like the pilot. He thinks the pilot is lost his mind and is a bit silly. But little does he know. They arrive at a cliff, and he thinks, that's a big cliff. Almost as big as Cliff Richard's. You're welcome. It was a sheer rock wall. It didn't matter. And he made a protective bubble around himself. 1 minute left. He got the Mysterious out, and it hummed to the song of the planet. "What are your secrets, little one?" The object rose up and glowed pink. It burned like the Necrontier's sun. It would have killed any other living being. Poof. 12 faces, 10 vertices, 30 edges. A dodecahedron. He thought. Blue glyphs, the same color as the planet's ocean, projected a cryophase hologram. A spectral image of the planet. It automatically recalibrated to account for the 65 million years of volcanoes and continental drift. The largest continent island flared up as a glyph. Tomb. Netpreth, it says. I've beaten you, Vishani. Orican Chronomancer Supreme, greatest of cryptex, decoder of the Vishanic manuscripts. I have solved your riddles. I have solved your riddles and unraveled your code. Only I have done this. Everyone else is a nerd and they suck, he said. The glyph on the item changed. A date over 8,000 years away. What? Another layer? Another chase? Another 8,000 years of waiting? He's snuck up on. How disappointing, says Trazine. The helmsman melts into Trazine's form. He had fun acting the adult pilot. Blasting the arc array at those petrosaurs had been most entertaining. How? Said Ori. Mandragora has superb defenses, but I have will, and he gave me away. The Yith Seer had shown Trazine where to intercept Ori. Also his time travel deleting cape had helped. Oh, I forgot his cape. Hang on, let me go grab his cape. I remember his cape. There we go, he's got his time cape on. Okay, he's got his time cape on. Trazine wobbles the ship. Ah, there it is. Trazine is spinning the ship, because he's in charge of the command orb. And Ori falls over, dropping the dodecahedron on the floor. It rolls away. He's still driving. Ori tries to time skip backwards, so he doesn't drop the thing. No, I don't think so, he says in his best Captain America impression. You have abilities, but I have the cloak. Bad form at the trial, BT dubs. Don't think I need time spells to destroy you, said Ori. And they start fighting like old men again. This is them fighting like old men on the ship. The ship is also still spinning. We spin. And they are once again interrupted by pterosaurs. Wee 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 wee. Wee 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 wee. But they're two old men and they're like, fuck off pterosaurs, and they fuck off. It spins more, and Trazine sees the ground below them. You brought the tainted here? All this unique wildlife? Plant species? It was their price, replied Ori. They keep fighting and spinning. Ori grabs Trazine's head, and he starts burning with energy. And Trazine is like, what the fuck is this? What's going on? He's glowing. He's like... He was energy, transmuted into astral form of pure blazing power. Netpreth, the secret is here, on this world. It sings with it, Ori says. Trazine grew his arm an inch to the command console, and crashed the ship into a great Sauron. He's still on the ship. They crash into a dinosaur, and Ori is like, okay, I'm just gonna take this here dodecahedron, and I'm out of here. And Trazine just sort of leaves. Ori stops glowing. He climbs out of the carcass, and he's like, man, that sucked. But I transmuted to energy. But this time was different. I'd done it before, he thinks. From all his reading of Vishani's stuff, something had been learned. Like Netpreth, he had become transcendent, one of the gods, like the Cetan. I swear, by killing the sun, by the stars and dust, by my ancestors and the progeny, I swear to harness these powers and open the tomb of Netpreth, he says. But first, I swear to destroy Trazine the Infinite. That's the end of chapter 6. Thank you. Like and subscribe.